Good morning, everyone. Coming to you from Polyton Beach here in Siquijor Island. Today we're going to talk about the number one question you're going to get asked if you're a single guy here in the Philippines. I've been here for 4 months and this question comes up all the time. Let me get set up and we'll get into it. Oh, I took over this beach cat's table today. Okay, I'm all set up here. Okay, so here's the number one question I've gotten probably 30 or 40 times since I've been here for about 4 months here in the Philippines. I got this question, you're gonna get this question, you may as well figure out your answer, see how you're gonna answer it. And this is coming from a single guy traveling the Philippines. When I arrive somewhere, I'm alone. There's no one else with me. So I can go to a government building, I can go to the mall, I can go to the store, anywhere I go. It's just me showing up, okay? So usually after the initial greeting, hey, how's blah, 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 whatever, how you doing, good day. It'll be like, sir, where's your wife? And I'm like, looking around, I'm like, I didn't know I had a wife, right? And like, they start laughing, blah, blah, and they go, oh no, well, your girlfriend. Is your girlfriend close by? I was like, no, it's just me. Like, it's just me showing up. Like, they assume that if you're traveling, like you have to have somebody around with you or something. And I'll give you two of the awkward examples on this happen, because this happens all the time, like taxi drivers, if you're shopping at the mall, whatever, that's not really a big deal. I'll give you two of the ones that were like super awkward for me. I went to the LTO office to get my Philippines license because I drive here. I have a vehicle, so I wanted to be completely legit. So I got my license. So I went to the LTO office. I pulled up to the counter, and the lady's really nice, older lady, really nice. She's like, "Oh, here's the form. I'll fill it out for you." And I'm like, I'm looking at it. It's in English, so I can fill it out. But if she wants to fill it out for me, hey, okay, fine, no big deal. It's a low counter. I can see what she's filling out. So she asked me my name, my birthday, my country of origin. She's filling it all out, and I can see she's filling it out. She gets down a couple questions. She goes, "Are you married?" And I'm like looking down at the thing. I'm like looking down at the countertop. Like, that's not even a question on the form, right? And I'm like, no, I'm single. She goes, "No girlfriend? Nobody." And I'm like pausing because I'm like, where is this going? Like, where are you going with this questioning? So I'm like, no, I'm just by myself here. And she's like, look, she kind of like blanks there, right? Okay, whatever. And then she continues to fill it. And I just thought, okay, that was weird, but like, I didn't want to question her. Like, why are you asking me this? Like, how is this any of your business? Like we would, normally in the West, we would be like, hey, what are you asking me for? Like, we would get into it, right? I didn't want to say anything. I'm like, I just want to get my license and get out of here. Like, I don't want to rock the boat here. So anyway, so blah, blah, blah. I got my license, I was out of there. And then I went to this other time that it was really awkward is I had to go from Cebu Island to Bohol Island. So I had to pay for my vehicle and me to go on the ferry. The fixer I was using said, hey, let's go to the main office. I know the manager there, she'll hook us up. She'll do the paperwork, it'll fly through super fast. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. I'll just show up, you talk to the lady, I'll pay, and I'll be out of there. Okay, cool, right? Good plan. So I show up to the office, it's an older lady in the back. You know, he calls her forward, and then she starts talking to me. And now, in back of her, there's a whole row of desks, and it's like 90%. It was like 15 women and like 2 guys. I thought it was weird, but I guess guys don't really do the office work here. It's kind of more or less women do that. So, anyways, so she starts talking to me. She said, "What's your vehicle? Okay, what island are you going to?" And then she goes, "Sir, where's your wife?" She was like insisting that I had to be with somebody. So I'm like, "No, I don't have a wife." She goes, "Well, you have a companion, right?" And I'm like, no, like it's just me. I'm just me by myself, right? The way she was phrasing it is like I can't be trusted to walk around alone. Like, imagine if you seen a little kid walking, like a 5-year-old kid walking through the city with no parents. You'd be like, hey, little kid, are you okay? Like, why are you out here alone? Like, you could run into traffic and get hit by a car. Like, that's how she was. It was crazy how she was talking to me. And normally, like, I was taken aback because I didn't know how to. I was like, it's kind of insulting, right? But I didn't want to be like that because I don't know how the culture is here. And I've been all over. I've been to 10 different countries, all over the world, and this never comes up. This question never is asked. I was in Colombia for 1 month. I think one person asked me if I was single, and it was a taxi driver, right? So for her to talk to me like this, I was like kind of shocked, right? And I was just thinking, I was like, I hope she doesn't keep asking this stuff because I just want to pay and get out of here. I want to get on the boat, right? Get my vehicle on the boat and get out of here. It was bizarre. And then she goes, after she figured, and she was kind of loud, right? So the girls in back are hearing what she's saying, right? Like, oh, you don't have a companion, like you're not traveling with anyone. Like they could hear her, they're right in back of her. So like I could see all the girls start turning their head and start looking our way to listen in on our conversation. I'm like, great. And then so I started paying. I'm like, oh man, I just want to get the hell out of here. She goes, sir, you know, 90% of the women that work here are single. And I'm like thinking, I paused and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that information? I just said, listen, I hope their situation changes in the future. That's all I said, right? She was almost like saying like, oh, here, we feel sorry for you that you're traveling alone. Like, here, just take one so you can have a chaperone in the Philippines so nothing happens to you. It was bizarre. It was one of the most bizarre, I don't know if it's coming through, but it was one of the most bizarre conversations I've had here, right? And I'm like, to me, I don't need to be dropped somebody in my lap. Like if I want something, I'll go get it, and then come back. Like I don't need you to drop 90% of your office in my lap. Like choose one so, you know, we don't feel as bad for you or something. It was really bizarre. So anyways, so I may start answering that question different as I've been here now 4 months. I may just say, yeah, my wife's back at the hotel. I'll probably just say something like that just to avoid the long drawn out awkward conversations on why I'm here by myself. Because I think if I say yes, she's back she's waiting for me over there. She's waiting for me outside. I think it'll stop the conversations. That's what I think. So anyways, be prepared. As a single guy, you're going to get this question. If you show up somewhere without somebody next to you, you're going to get this question. So figure out your answer now because it will make your life a whole lot easier. You figure out what you're going to say. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what to say, but figure out what you're going to say. And then life will be easier. So anyways, like, comment, subscribe. I'll keep try to give you these helpful tips for living in the Philippines. Like I said, I've been here 4 months, and now that I got out of Cebu City, things are like really more chill, more relaxed. So I'm super glad to be out of there. But I'll see you guys on the next vlog.